Hello, Divine Reflection. I am here to tell you that sometimes things don't work out because it's supposed to work out. What I mean by that is, I just drove to pick up my daughter, only to realize once I got to the house and popped the trunk open that her car seat was not in the trunk. Well, that may be frustrating for some, and it was frustrating to me for a millisecond. I realize that everything is always working out for me no matter how it looks at any space and time. And I realized that I have not made the video for you guys today. And I also realized that if I don't use the daylight, if I don't use this golden opportunity that I've been given, I will not be making a video today. So, thank God I forgot my daughter's car seat because I forgot about the video that I wanted to make for you guys today. And the video that I wanted to make for you guys today, and I want to say this as well, all the videos that I make are divinely inspired by my own life, my own experience. And when I'm talking to you, I'm really talking to myself. So before you feel upset, offended, any sort of way about anything that I'm saying this to myself. I can only project what is inside. What is inside is coming outside. And I truly hope deeply that it resonates with you. So what I want to say is, sometimes, this is the old adage, a saying that we hear circulated quite often, but it's rejection is protection. Rejection is protection. Things didn't work out because they were not supposed to. Things didn't go your way as you see it because it was supposed to go in a different direction. Things are always working out for you no matter how it looks at any point in time. I'm trying to think, but I feel like I made a video recently on this same topic. I think I said everything is working out. So instead of going so far into that slant or that direction on this video, I want to tell you that rejection is protection. Your ego in your mind wants to tell you that you being rejected equates any number of usually negative connotations. Usually your mind will correlate rejection as unworthiness, because guess what? You don't feel worthy within yourself. You don't feel worthy within yourself, so you go out and you look and you search elsewhere for validation. When I was struggling with growing up and real life situations, the way that I proved myself, the way that I coped with my circumstances was through heavily getting into school, heavily getting into clubs, heavily getting into organizations. And that works okay. That works well. That's a positive outlet to be dumping your weight into. It's a positive way to unload the weight of the world until it's not. Because that kind of thing can only work for so long. And pretty soon I realized that I was developing like imposter syndrome. It's like, if it wasn't perfect, if it absolutely was not perfect, I was not going to put it out. If I had to be seen failing, if I had to be seen where it wasn't my version of success or what I thought it should be, if I looked at something that I created and know that a previous version of myself, because I've grown and evolved past that point, but if I knew that a previous version of myself would judge somebody based off of whatever it is I wanted to try, guess what? I didn't even do it. How sad, how miserable is that of an existence to live? Judge not that you be not judged, because the moment that you judge somebody else, you're already judging yourself. Before you even realize, before you open your mouth to speak about what somebody else is doing, you've already returned the bullet, the arrow, the pointer, the spotlight back on yourself. And if you ever notice, people that are doing well, people that are doing better than you, typically only have positive, uplifting, encouraging, constructive criticism to add. People who are not anywhere near where you've been and have no hope of ever doing that sort of thing are the ones that have something negative to say, who will talk down about you, who will make you question your worth. And I shouldn't even say will make you question your worth, because you realize eventually that everything is everything. What's in you comes outside of you. So if you hear somebody say something and you're fully confident in yourself within your being, you're not going to accept what somebody says as truth into your reality. I think Neville Goddard talks about that a little bit when he's talking about the metaphysical aspects of the Bible, and he talks about the 12 disciples and the 12 principles of mind, and how, like, I believe it's Peter who represents, like, the guard at the gate. And so you're supposed to always stand guard at the door of your mind and be hyper vigilant of what thoughts you allow to pass and to permeate and to get into your subconscious mind. Because again, what you see as rejection is based off of your perspective. That's why I feel like the simple saying rejection is protection is so powerful, because what you may see as rejection is God's source creator paving the way for you to get what you truly want. Because what you think that you want, you do not want. You're going to say eventually, thank God I did not get what it is that I thought that I wanted to get. And you know what? I'm going to add in a pop culture reference because I just have to. I haven't been this sprung up over a couple since Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens. I know that they both are living their own respective lives, but just in my own personal world, I remember being in middle school and getting J14 magazines off the shelf, and I was so enamored with Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens. They just seemed like the perfect vision of love in my eyes. I just loved everything about them, you know. And when they had the paparazzi on the beach taking pictures of them, or he's putting suntan lotion on her, and I was just in my like hopeless romantic girl era. Now I am a grown woman with values and things that I love, and I think the latest case of me loving love would be Alandria and Nick. I especially love Alandria because she just represents that, like, what you thought you wanted isn't what you truly want, because what you truly want may look like something that you've never even imagined. Everything that you can and cannot imagine are real. You just have to have faith. You have to trust the process, and you have to be okay with the no's, because every no is going to eventually lead to a yes. Isn't that like the law of averages? It's like you can only stay down for so long before you got to be risen back up. You can only go down, 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 down before the tides eventually turn and reverse in your favor. So rejection is protection. Rejection is protection. Rejection is protection. I don't know how many times I can say that. I know I just gave you guys like a quick example, but the thing that really just bears that in mind for me is, like, you think about it, it can apply to any aspect in life. You know, you have the black sheeps of the family, people who are shunning their family. That's because you were supposed to pave the way for your family, baby. That's why you're supposed to be the first doctor in your family. You're supposed to be the first millionaire in your family. You're supposed to be the person that heals the generational traumas. That does not happen amongst the crowd, okay? All the messiahs that we've ever read about, they have had periods of isolation in order to really deep dive into who they really, their purpose and everything. It came from within. It came from meditation. It came from prayer. It came from thanksgiving. I always talk about that as well. And having an attitude of gratitude. It's like, when you can get to the point where you're like, and this is hard. I'm not going to hold you. This is very difficult. But if you can get to the point where you're like, I'm thankful for this rejection because I know it's paving the way for me to get to my highest goal, my highest evolution, my highest concept of myself. If you can even reframe the rejection as just straight up protection. I'm thankful that, here's an affirmation, I'm thankful that I'm always protected from any negative. And I don't even want to use negative, because negative, you know, you got the up, good, bad, up, down, black, white, sun, rain. You got to have the duality. We live in a dualistic world. You got two eyes to see, two nostrils, upper lip, bottom lip, two ears, one eyebrow, two eyebrows. The literal human vessel is a lesson in duality, okay? We're like walking contradictions. So I don't even want to say negative, but it's like, I am thankful that I am blessed and highly favored, straight up. And it's only if you believe that you are a person that has been given misfortune, that you would then go into the negative aspect of things. Because even the duality, if you have karma that you have to pay, I'm thankful that my ode of karma that I owed has been cleansed. I'm thankful that good karma is always coming into my life. I'm thankful that, you know, the things that I can't see are still being looked out for, because we again, being in this egoic human vessel, we think that we see everything, we know everything, and we know what's best for us. But the reality is, your higher self, God within you, is the source that is going to lead you to your highest unfoldment. So have gratitude, have thanksgiving. Don't be too attached to the ego. Release what's not serving you. Be present in the moment, because it's in the present that you create your future. I feel like I say these things over and over again, but it's because these principles ring true time and time and time and time and time again. Even just now, me forgetting my daughter's car seat turned out to be a huge, amazing blessing that is going to compound into my life, into my reality. My YouTube page is growing exponentially every single day. You watching this video are probably new. Subscribe. Please subscribe. If you love it. I mean, if you've been listening to me this point, you're at bare minimum intrigued. And I think that's enough to like and subscribe. If not, also share this video with somebody else that may benefit from it. But if it wasn't for me forgetting my daughter's car seat, y'all wouldn't be getting this video today. So we have gratitude for it all. Yes, I wish I could have gotten my daughter by now. I totally planned on getting her. But in another sense, this YouTube page, if it continues to grow, as I trust, hope, and pray that it will, eventually it's going to pay me. This video is going to be made one time, and into the future it's going to compound, and it's going to bless the lives of many people, including my daughter. As she grows up, she'll be able to look back and see, this is what my mom was doing at this point in time in her life. I'm paving the path. We live in the digital age. We might as well get used to it. It is what it is. Anyways, I don't want to ramble too much. My point has been made. I hope and pray that it has been. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.